Hi, I'm Jeff, the Crutchfield headphone writer,
And I'm Peter, one of our Crutchfield buyers here.
and we're here to talk about the Apple AirPods Pro. So, Peter, one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you, not only are you one of our office Apple aficionados, but you've also had a chance to live with them, took them on a cross-country flight, test out some of that noise cancellation. So, how do they perform?
Well, I got to be perfectly honest with you. I am a kind of an Apple fanboy, and I was never a really big fan of the original AirPods. I think they did a good job, but never a great job or anything. But when these came out, I was kind of curious about some of the features, and then jumped right in. And I have to tell you, I've been really amazed on the performance of these things. They have quickly become my headphones of choice.
Well, one of the headline features is that active noise cancellation. It actually kind of takes into account real-time external sounds and then kind of adjusts on the fly.
The noise cancellation will work great. A neat little feature there, we can just kind of reach up and turn off noise cancellation for what they call transparent mode. So if you want to hear the flight attendant ask about a drink or announcements over the head, and you can go right back into your noise canceling world. That was great. One of the things I noticed also about noise canceling earbuds, and I think you may have pointed this out before on some other models, is to get a really good seal. They come with a bunch of different small little tips.
Yeah.
And you really got to get them way down in the ear canal to isolate the sound. One of the things I was really pleasantly surprised about these is that they do create a seal, but they don't have to jam way down in the ear canal. So I felt that for extended use, this was about a 5-hour flight that I was on, that they didn't become uncomfortable. I didn't suffer the same fatigue I usually do with a lot of noise canceling earbuds.
Right. Oh, and they come with the 3 different ear tips, so you can find the right size. And it actually, when you go through the app, it tells you like, you're using the wrong ones and that kind of thing.
There's sort of a setup test where you put both buds in, and it runs just runs a little sample of music in the background. And essentially, what it's doing is it's playing music inside your ear canal, and then it's listening for that sound on the outside. So it'll tell you ahead of time, hey, that's a good seal, or maybe you want to try a different size.
Yeah.
Noise cancellation only really works if you got a good seal on.
And you get a little bit longer battery life with these than the other.
Yeah, I think they're rated about, with noise canceling on, I think they're rated for about 4.5 hours. And I think the rated in is you put them in for 5 minutes, and it gives you another hour of sound.
That's about average for these, for the true wireless earbuds in general. So I don't know if people really understand just how convenient and how like seamlessly everything works with the iPhone and that sort of thing.
Yeah, some things I was pleasantly surprised about. I was on the flight. I was watching an episode of on my iPad, and my ear itched, and so I took one of the pods out to kind of scratch my ear. It actually paused my iPad, and then I scratched my ear, and then I put the pod back in there, and it actually started the track playing again.
Now, we've been comparing them to the Apple AirPods, the original version, but they do cost a bit more. However, like to mention, they have the wireless charging case that comes with it, so that kind of saves you.
Well, what was actually nice is I laid over in the Charlotte airport, and in one of the waiting areas, the seats actually had wireless charging pads in all the seats, so I was able just to take them out in between my flights and just put the case down on the wireless charging armrest, and while I was waiting for my next flights, it charged up. So yeah, I think it's only sort of, I guess, about a $50 premium over the regular AirPod with the wireless charging case. So I think you're definitely getting a lot of value, a lot of performance. Again, I was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting to enjoy them as much as I have, and now they have really become my go-to headphones. I use them at work. I've used them at the gym. I've flown with them. Again, I probably have 10 pair of headphones, and now these are sort of my go-to every day.
Kind of replaced them all. Thank you again for talking about the Apple AirPods Pro.
Sure.
Hopefully everybody found that helpful, but if you have any questions, give us a call, leave a comment, and like the video. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.